10, it will be easy.
Hello. I have arrived in Istanbul, everybody. Woohoo! It's very late at night. It's actually like midnight Turkey time. I've just come to a hotel that's close to the airport. It was like a 15-minute Uber ride away. A lot of people were saying to me, don't get a taxi, they're going to try and scam you, get an Uber. And I'm glad I did. It was literally like £4 or £5 for a 15-minute Uber ride to this hotel, which is called Hidden Hills Hotel. They do advertise themselves as an Istanbul Airport hotel, and so far I am so pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect. This was £34 a night, so it wasn't like ridiculously cheap, but it's still pretty cheap. And I arrived and they've upgraded me to a family suite, even though it's just me. So I have this master bedroom, which has a wardrobe here. Then I have a second bedroom, the twin bedroom. I forgot to bring my twins. We've got a bathroom there. And then, oh no, it doesn't stop there. We have a lounge area. And through the corridor, we actually have a kitchen. How good is that? And breakfast is included in this place. So all of this for 34 quid. I'd say that's a pretty good bargain. And everyone's calling me lady. They're like, lady, where would you like to go? Or lady, would you like something to eat? What would you like, lady? Which I just find quite funny and quite endearing. I'm pretty much going to go to bed straight away because I am quite tired. Oh, they've also said that I'm going to have a late checkout. I didn't even ask for it. They were like, do you want a late checkout? We're going to give you a late checkout. And I was like, okay, works for me. I'm now in on the way to the hostel. I had such a lovely stay at the hotel. I've opted to get an Uber to the hostel because public transport, it said, was going to take me like 2.5 hours, and I'd have to get a train and 2 buses, I believe, or a bus and 2 trains, whereas an Uber is an hour and it's costing me about £12, but then I think I need to pay like another £2 or £3 for the toll, so about £15 in total.
Here's what we gon' do. Take it to the limit, there's no other way. And
that taxi driver drove like an absolute menace, but anyway, he didn't drop me at the hostel because he said that like there was road closures, and I was like, oh, okay, I believe you, whatever you say. So he's dropped me like a 5-minute walk away, which is fine. I get to see a bit of the city, even if it does mean that I'm walking with my backpacks. And the question is, which way do I go? Thank God for Google Maps. And also, I don't even know if I'm going to last 24 hours with this hat. It's pissing me off already. That would probably be the shortest time I've ever tried having something on a new trip and then given up on it. But yeah, not feeling the hat, unfortunately. Also, I pronto need to learn some Turkish words, because although the people in the hotel spoke pretty good English, both my Uber drivers so far have literally not spoken a word. And I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that they necessarily should speak English. I think it's my responsibility to learn their local language in order to communicate. So that's my homework for tonight, just to learn some basic phrases. This man just stopped me in the street to tell me that he liked my hat. That still doesn't mean that I'm going to keep it, because I swear, like, the tiniest gust of wind and this thing is falling off. He was very nice. He kept asking me questions about where I was from. He was very friendly, and I did trust that he was friendly, but he did ask where I was staying, and I said, I'm not going to tell you, just because, you know, basic backpacker safety here. I do believe that he was a friendly person though, but I felt a bit rude having to then be like, oh, I'm gonna go now because I'm holding my bags, because he was like talking to me for a while. So yeah, I feel a bit rude for cutting off the conversation, but at the same time, I got places to be, you know? How do you guys feel about like when you're traveling by yourself and people seem super friendly and then they like ask where you're staying? Like he even asked, like, was like, oh, you can come to mine later for some tea. Like, what do you do in those situations? Do you tell them? Like, I just feel like over the years I've just taught myself just to not say where I'm staying. It just doesn't feel like the right thing to do. Nice to meet you.
I will have some special pomegranate tea.
Oh,
You like pomegranate tea?
that's very kind. I'm gonna go to my hostel and I'm gonna check in.
You want coming back?
What?
You want coming back?
No, am I coming back? Maybe later.
But you come back, yeah?
Okay. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's the third offer of tea I've had in 30 seconds from 3 different men. When I arrived at Cheers Hostel, a few of the girls in my room were asleep, so I just tried to unpack my bag as quietly as possible and put my things in the locker underneath the bed. Thankfully, Sin, who was working on the hostel reception, offered me to show me around some of the local sites. And my first question to him was about these guys who were asking me in for tea on my way to the hostel. Were they legit? Is it a scam? Success. I've now got a SIM card for my phone. I got 20 gigabytes of data because data is very important for me. And yeah, it cost me, I don't know the maths in my head, about £24 to get 20 gigs of data, and then I get a bunch of calls and texts as well. Apparently it would have been cheaper if I was a Turkish person, but that was the tourist price, and I was just like, fine, I am a tourist, I'll pay whatever it is. That was with Vodafone, and I just got out some cash at the ATM. I got told that HSBC is the best ATM to go to because you get the least fees charged when getting out cash. So I got out 1,000 Turkish lira, which my Starling will probably tell me exactly how much that was. £77.30 is how much I just withdrew from the ATM. I have to pay for the hostel in cash, so the majority of my money is about to go there, but that's just a nice bit of money to kickstart my time in Istanbul. I've gone for a pita with roasted meat, which looks a bit like a pizza, but it's a pita. It's like a stuffed pita bread. Also got some hummus, tzatziki. I think that's tzatziki. Hi everyone, it's another day in Istanbul. I'm here with Jeremy. Basically, I kept having plans to do a walking tour in Istanbul because I thought that would be a really nice way to get to know the city for, you know, continuing my first impressions. However, annoyingly, it just keeps being put off, and now I just don't think I'm going to do one because first time I was too hungover. The second time we didn't go because apparently the Grand Bazaar was going to be closed, which is one of the main things to see here. And then the third time it was chucking it down with the rain, and I thought, nah, this is not a good time to do a walking tour. So I've really just given up on the idea. But I still want to go see the Grand Bazaar because that's literally one of the main things to do in Istanbul. It's like the biggest market in the world, I believe. And so Jeremy and I are just walking over to the Grand Bazaar now for an explore. So many fishermen along the bridge that connects Eminönü to Beyoğlu, if I'm saying that correctly. There's clearly a lot of fish in the Bosphorus River. Okay, here we are at the entrance. Well, I don't know if this is the only entrance, probably not, to the Grand Bazaar, and we probably need to put our masks on. All right, are we ready to tackle this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I would love? I don't know if that's the kind of thing they do here. Some fake Balenciagas. I'm not even kidding. I've been wanting Balenciagas for a long time. I've been into Selfridges, I've been trying them on, and then every time I look at that £700 price tag and I'm like, oh, I can't. But I'd like some Balenciagas, so let's see if we can get fake ones. Which direction do you go in?
Left.
We're gonna get very lost in here, I think. Oh my gosh, I found what I've been looking for. The Balenciagas.
Also, you want this one? Your size, I can bring.
Unfortunately, considering that they're fake, it's outside of my budget he said it was like 2,200 lira, which I think is 220 euros, which obviously is much cheaper than the 600 euros for the real ones, or 700. However, because these are fake, honestly, I wouldn't want to pay more than 50 to 100 euros. So I will leave them for today. Also, they didn't have the exact color I would want either. So sadly, my fake Balenciaga dream has been crushed. You know, we could try another time. Oh, they have more Balenciagas in there, you know.
You want to check?
I do want to check. Look, they have those ones. They're the fake ones. How much for Balenciaga Triple S?
Euro, dollars,
In euros?
120 euros.
120 euros. That's a lot cheaper. That's much cheaper than the shop up the road. Look at them compared to my feelers. The size difference. But they're the same size. They're quite cool. Guys, I caved. I got some fake Balenciagas. They're actually the best fakes I think I've seen, because they're not the different materials. They're basically made in the same place. So yeah, I got myself some Balenciagas for like 95 quid. They do have basically even faker ones outside for much cheaper, for like 30 quid, but I actually want to wear them. I want them to be decent quality. I'll obviously let you know how much, like how long they last. It'll be an experiment. I've never had like fake designer shoes before, so first time for everything. He initially went in at 1,700 lira, which is like 160 euros or pounds. And yeah, basically I got him down to 95 pounds. So yeah, I saved myself about 60 quid on the bargaining front. I always wonder how low they would really go, because initially he said to me, when he said 1,700 and I said no, that's way too much, he goes, okay, my minimum price is 130 euros.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, thank you. Yeah, he said my minimum price is 130 euros. And I was thinking, I don't want to pay that much. And yeah, he ended up going down to 110 euros, which is 95 quid. Do you think he could have gone any lower than that?
I think you could, yes.
Yeah.
If you said yes, I think you can.
If I said initially a lower price, I reckon I could have maybe got them even less. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not used to bargaining. It's not a natural thing for me. So we've exited the Grand Bazaar. What a first experience that was. That was good fun. I wasn't expecting the shops to be so legit and indoors. I don't know why I was expecting it to be more of like a rustic outdoor market. What I was expecting that didn't happen is they don't hassle you too much in the Grand Bazaar. I thought it was going to be really hectic, everyone trying to get you into their store, and like there's a little bit of that, but I guess they've been told to not do that because it's just annoying, obviously, if everyone's trying to do that. So it was a fairly peaceful experience, much more peaceful than I was expecting, let's just say that. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I've still got loads more to show you of Istanbul because I'm going to stay here a fair bit longer, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already to see more of Istanbul and more of this backpacking trip, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.